Do you find yourself feeling sluggish or tired or weak throughout the day? Do you feel depressed or have anxiety, or maybe your immune system is just completely shot? Well, if you have any of these symptoms, then it's most likely due to a nutrient deficiency. And in this video, I'm going to show you 4 of the main nutrients that most people are deficient in and how you can get those nutrients into your body. Alright, hello. My name is Cole Hastings and I'm here to improve your life. So these nutrient deficiencies are really common. I used to have a very weak immune system because I was deficient in a couple of these nutrients, honestly, and it had me feeling sluggish and depressed like I explained in the start of the video. And it's pretty amazing how common these actually are. So I'm just gonna get right into them. And then at the end, I'm gonna give you some of the foods that I try to eat every single day as a little bonus, as well as giving you the foods that are high in all these nutrients and the benefits of these nutrients and what happens when you're deficient in them. So I'm just gonna go through the list, and once I am listing off these foods, just pause the video and try to note them down. So I'm gonna start off with the biggest nutrient deficiency there probably is, and that is magnesium. Magnesium is something that about 80% of people are deficient in. So yes, 80% of the population is deficient in magnesium. So what is magnesium's role in the body? Magnesium helps maintain normal nerve and cell function. It supports a healthy immune system, it keeps the heartbeat steady, and it helps the bones remain strong. And also magnesium sort of acts as like a natural Xanax that kind of just relaxes your body. I've noticed when I have a lot of magnesium throughout the day, I'm actually able to go asleep a lot easier. So these are some of the foods that have a really high percentage of your daily value of magnesium, and they are spinach, pumpkin seeds, almonds, black beans, avocados, dark chocolate, and yogurt. The next nutrient deficiency, number 2, that this one is about 30% of people are deficient in, is vitamin D. So I'm sure you've heard a lot about vitamin D, that vitamin specifically, but a lot of people don't know its role in the body. So vitamin D helps maintain normal blood levels of calcium and phosphorus, and it improves your bone health and your immunity. So a deficiency of vitamin D can make your bones really weak, and you'll see this in infants if they're deficient in vitamin D. They'll have very weak bones when they're growing, and in very old people, they'll have osteoporosis. Pretty much the only way to get vitamin D, an efficient amount of vitamin D, is sunlight. You need to get an adequate amount of sunlight every single day. And that's not just wearing a bunch of clothes and just getting it on your face. I mean, getting it on your chest, on your back, on your legs. That's the best way to get an adequate amount of vitamin D. And it's hard for people who live up north like I do to get this during the winter. So what I suggest for you is to buy some type of vitamin D3 supplement. Now on to the third nutrient deficiency. So the third one I have for you guys is your omega-3 fatty acids. This is another one a lot of Americans are lacking just because we consume so much fake stuff now. A lot of foods out there, like fast foods that are processed, don't contain these essential vitamins and minerals that we need every single day. So omega-3s can increase heart health, they can curb arthritis, they can even help combat depression because it's almost like brain food. It helps your brain function properly, and it can help combat asthma, ADHD, and Alzheimer's. So all those diseases I just listed, you're gonna have an increased risk at getting some of them if you don't get your omega-3s in every day. And I'm sure you've heard of omega-3, maybe you haven't. I'm sure you've heard of omega-3s in fish, which is the best way to get it. It's your EPA and your DHA within omega-3s that you really want. This is what will benefit you with all the benefits that I just listed off. And some foods high in this omega-3 with the EPA and DHA are flax seeds, chia seeds, walnuts, avocados, and obviously fish like sardines. And then the final nutrient that quite a lot of people are deficient in that a lot of people don't know about is potassium. And potassium is another one that a lot of people hear about all the time. If you eat a banana a day, you know, you have your potassium, but that's really just not true. And the benefits of potassium are that it reduces the risk of stroke, it lowers your blood pressure, it lowers the chance of heart and kidney disorders, it lowers anxiety and stress, and enhances muscle strength, metabolism, water balance, and your nervous system. So that was the most amount of benefits that I listed off already. So obviously you can tell how important potassium is to the body. And a deficiency in potassium can lead to stuff like weakness and tiredness and cramping of the muscles and bloating and heart palpitations. So it's really important for heart health. And then the foods that are high in potassium are white beans, some dark leafy greens, potatoes, avocados, and of course, bananas. And those are the 4 most common nutrient deficiencies in pretty much a lot of people, not only in America, but just in the entire world. So try to incorporate some of these foods into your diet. And now I'm gonna go over my recommendations of what you should try to eat every day and the supplements I also take. So the first recommendation I have for you guys is fortified cereal, such as like Raisin Bran or Cheerios. That has a ton of vitamins and minerals. You can check the nutrition facts, just a ton of vitamins and minerals on there, like stuff I didn't talk about, even zinc and B12, which some people also have deficiencies in. Zinc is really good for testosterone levels in guys and just muscle growth, and B12 is basically just the energy vitamin, very good for your energy levels. So fortified cereal is a really good one. And then the second one is avocados, just because they were in there so much. They have high omega-3s, they're good for your heart health. Just healthy fats like that you really need to get into your body. I recommend a very high fat diet, but low saturated fat. Saturated fat is not good for you. If you can incorporate things with high fats in it, that's gonna lead to much better heart health. The third thing I have for you guys is the omega-3 pill I take, which is omega-3, it's some type of very extra, it's extra strength, that's what it is, extra strength omega-3. Nature Made is the brand. I'm gonna leave a link in the description to that brand specifically. And that's the way I get my omega-3s in, because I don't actually eat fish, and that contains a lot of EPA and DHA. Then the fourth food I recommend you just eat every day are nuts and seeds, because they just contain so many minerals that are essential to your body. I talked about them, they were listed in a lot of these nutrient deficiencies that people have because people just don't eat nuts and seeds. And the best nuts I would say for you guys to eat is Brazil nuts, cashews, and almonds. That's what I eat a lot. And then seeds, the number one seed is definitely pumpkin seeds. They are very high in zinc and very high in magnesium, like I talked about. And then the last one's just really, really simple. Just eat more fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables contain so many vitamins and minerals that are essential to the body. If you can get your full serving of fruits and vegetables in every day, you'll just feel so much better. You'll have more energy, you'll sleep better, you'll have better muscle growth, you won't feel weak anymore, you'll prevent against diseases. I can't stress to you how important fruits and vegetables are. So just eat something like an apple or an orange a day and a banana a day, and stuff like spinach, kale, and broccoli are my 3 favorite leafy greens because they contain so many vitamins and minerals. And that is all for this video. So please incorporate some of these into your diet and just see how much better you feel throughout the day. You need to start eating to live and not living to eat. You can cut out some processed foods. It's possible, guys. I know you can. So just start incorporating some of these better foods into your diet, and you'll see that you won't have nutrient deficiencies anymore, and you'll just feel amazing. I have felt so much better by having these foods every single day. And if you enjoyed this video, if you think, all right, I'm gonna put some of these foods in my diet, then leave a like. And if you want to keep learning and improving yourself through my channel, then subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.